Okay. So that doesn't work. I'll be working in a sec. So I press the home key. It's supposed to hide my HUD, right? Unless I pause the game first. However, I didn't hide my HUD this time. I don't understand why. Because usually I make the mistake of being like,
Oh God. Witch's hut is somewhere nearby.
Compared to the rest of them. Who knows? But still, it's like, oh well, you know, button that's supposed to hide the HUD didn't hide the HUD. Usually I make that mistake and it hides them. Oh, anyway. So stuff's getting complicated and it's more stressful, and I don't really know what to do. So I'm just gonna keep recording. Keep me focused on something. But anyway, hey, we found the
Miss, cows are wheezing, won't rise from the barn floor, pus streams from her snout.
Do I look like a dairymaid to you?
No, miss, but you know things. 'Tis our last cow. None other left in the village.
Oh, shit, second, I need to poke things now. And then I poke things and then it seems like, no, we're just gonna lock up instead of doing what you just told us to do. And I'm like, okay, be that way. But no, we're not actually starting Valheim. Apparently it had to patch. And I need to
Rest died of hunger,
so, yeah.
or soldiers let him off. Oh, we're as good as dead without her.
I shall give you herbs. Mix them with water drawn from the spring at midnight, then make the cow drink them. But first, you must clean out your barn thoroughly. Is that clear?
Thank you, miss. 1,000 thanks.
Enough. I've had my fill for the day. Go home.
She's in a foul mood. We'd best come back on the morrow.
Watch what you say. She's quick to ire, apt to take revenge.
Roots are gonna rot my gut.
Bitch is in a proper fury. Needs a man. Can't be in two places at once, can I?
Well, it's like your voice completely changed. Or maybe you were a different guy. I can't tell, you all got the same bowl cut.
Anyone home?
Anyway, time to look into things. Ooh, recipe for black eyeliner. Charcoal, which knits with egg yolk, a drop of lavender oil.
Ordinary ointment. Nothing special. Normal candle.
Look at us looking at normal things. Like, oh, no, it can't be. There was nothing magical in it.
Now, where's she run off to?
Oh, that's a thing.
Managed to amass quite a book collection.
1, 2, 3, 4. You looked at 4 books. I consider that a book collection. How many books have we picked up? Don't let right because I'm worried that you're still silly man. You know, for a while I never heard a grudge long. I forgive you. It's all because of your that secretiveness of yours. Is it so strange for me to take an interest in your plague research? I adore watching you at work in your tower. Please, if you still refuse to discuss the results of your experiments with me, at least don't deny me that small pleasure. Professor Red doesn't need you tomorrow evening. Come see me. We'll clear everything up over a glass of wine or two, or more.
Don't often see baubles like this in Velen. A pentagram in chalk.
Like, I know what I need to do, it's just, you know, there's loot to be had, like bread. And that. Those. Wells in hell. Okay, now then. Skull. Poke.
Powerful aura. Must be some artifact or... So this is where she disappeared to.
Yeah, how much we hate corridors. Oh well.
Well, well. Nice.
A secret grotto.
I was wondering how long it would take you, Geralt. I'm upstairs. Don't be shy.
I can't even run it now.
Greetings, Witcher.
Dark content flags.
Missed a spot.
Where? Hope you didn't come to Gore.
No. To talk.
Turn around and wait.
Of course, they do that because, you know, actually dressing characters is hard.
Kira Metz deep in the heart of Velen. Thought you hated the countryside.
I can assure you I do. Now more than ever.
Heard a witch lived out here. Never would have guessed it was King Foltest's former advisor.
I'm so pleased the world's still able to astound you, Geralt. I actually envy you that sense of wonder. Common in children, knights errant, and morons.
Someone's grown irritable. Is that any way to greet an old friend?
I believe I greeted you with a pleasant view. Now tell me what brings you here.
So, bet you saw this question coming. What are you doing here?
Let me think. Enjoying the country air? Admiring the unspoilt scenery? Or is it furthering the age-old alliance between the city and its breadbasket? No. I'm in hiding, Geralt. Blind to the state of the world? Don't you see what's happening?
Mean the persecution mages now face?
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Radovid's new pastime. Pursuing anyone with a whiff of magic about them. Witch hunters. Sound familiar? Murderers scouring the north from end to end, burning books, hanging soothsayers, torturing herbalists.
Picked a strange place to hide.
I didn't pick anything. In the north, Radovid's men hunt sorceresses like fish in a barrel. Nilfgaard controls the south. Where was I to flee?
Emperor does keep mages on a short leash, but he lets them live and ply their trade.
Radovid and Emma differ in every respect except one. They share a deep hatred of the Lodge of Sorceresses. And I was a member.
So how's it feel to be the village witch?
Horrid.
No joy in having the boundless respect and trust of the local peasantry?
They'd respect anyone who could produce hemorrhoid cream.
Been here a while, haven't you?
Long enough for rot to set in. You cannot possibly imagine how much I detest this place.
Changing the subject. Any news of your sisters from the lodge?
None. We can't know too much about one another these days. It's safer that way.
Even tried to contact one another?
I've wanted to many times. But I've no way of knowing who would answer, or who might be listening.
Well, that's a good question. I mean, the Empire would have their own mages, but I'm not sure about Radovid, though. Don't he distrust magic? Actually, if you think about it, that puts the North at a severe disadvantage, actually. Because, what was it? I believe it was the first war with Nilfgaard, where basically Nilfgaard came up and then there were mages, like the largest sorceresses and such. They were like, oh shit, they have mages. And then they lost. I'm like, well, guess we'll have to try new tactics. The second war, well, you saw what happened with the second war in Thronebreaker. Didn't exactly go too well. The third war, though. They basically... Well, they sent Lefo and... his cohorts, and then there were elves that joined in, and others that basically went around murdering the kings to completely weaken the North. I'm not sure what happened to Meve, though, to be honest. Like, I know what happened to King Demervid, Vincent, Photis. The only one really left would be, I believe, just Radovid. I'm not sure about Meve, though. Huh. Great, now I need to look that up. Do-do-do-do-do. Because it's bothering me now. Come on, Chrome. Do-do-do-do-do. Internet's so slow. Can't look up things without not responding because too much memory usage, because Chrome's a dick. But anyway. Do-do-do-do-do. Yeah, Witcher Season 2 casts a younger Queen Maeve. Ooh. That should be interesting. I didn't really, to be honest, I didn't really actually care for The Witcher. Well, TV show, Netflix series, I should say. Cause like, it just was, like it was hard to keep track of when it was actually taking place. Cause like it shows, you know, like there's Geralt's timeline, and then there's Ciri's timeline, and then there's Yennefer's timeline. It's like, but yet they're not all at the same timeline. The Ciri's like that old, but yet then goes back to this point, and it's like, what? When are things taking hectic place? Huh. Yeah, it's like I'm reading this and it's like... doesn't really say. That's irritating. Like, it doesn't really say anything, it's just like... Oh yeah, so this is what happened in the second war. It's like, but... Huh. Stop trying to walk up fucking Chrome. It's just... like I'm trying to reach it. It's like, no, we're just gonna look up, cause we're Chrome. Now, this is the center of the end of the Second Novgorod War. Yeah, like there's nothing here that really tells me what the fuck happened to it.
I'm looking for a certain young woman.
Compared to all the rules of the North, the guys.
Oh, really? Who?
Stop with the lag. Yeah, it's like they just didn't really explain what the hell happened to it. Huh. Oh well. Because it's like, well, you've seen what happens with Thronebreaker. Doesn't make sense that, you know, Third War erupts and then Larian River, there's nothing really happening down there. Like, were they just taken over by Nilfgaard? Neve's still alive, so what the hell happened? There's no real explanation. It bothers the shit out of me. Anyway.
I'm looking for Ciri. That Ciri. And no one can know, understand?
Cirilla is here. The girl once sought by the Lodge of Sorceresses, and practically every ruler on the continent has landed here in Velen, and I know nothing of it. What is she doing here?
Indications are she's hiding from someone. I heard she quarreled with a witch, but if you don't know anything... Sure you haven't seen her?
I'm certain I haven't. But recently someone asked me about an ashen-haired woman. He claimed she would stand out from the peasant crowd.
Who was it?
Not so fast, Geralt. No humble plea, no offering for the witch.
What's your rate these days? A A couple dozen eggs, 3 hens maybe.
My rate rises with every word you speak. I'm not sure you can afford the information anymore.
You're pricklier than I remembered. Isn't living in nature's lap supposed to be cleansing, calming?
Nature stinks. Oh, sod it, don't give me that look. I know it's Ciri we're talking about. It was an elf, this individual who asked about Cirilla. No flea-bitten Scoia'tael slob either, but an elven mage.
What was an elven mage doing in Velen?
Well, I tried to ask him, of course, about everything.
Of course.
Oh, but you know how elves are. He asked many more questions than he answered.
He say what his name was?
He didn't. And he wore a mask. Very secretive all around, but I liked him. He was intelligent and composed.
He say what he wanted with Ciri?
Only that they were to meet in Velen. He wished to know if she'd arrived before he did.
He leave any message for her?
No, but he asked that were I to meet her, I should lead her to him.
So you know where to find him?
Yes, he said he'd found a hideout in some elven ruins near the village of Midcopse. I'll go there with you.
Why? Think I'll have trouble finding this place?
I've unfinished business with this elf. He promised me something, but he never delivered it.
Then
Besides, I know you think as I do, that she might be there.
there you go. Just
And
right.
I'd like to see Cirilla too.
Yeah, you know. See, this is why we
Let's
wait
go
to do
then.
this. Oh, it's full.
Yes, let's.
Because it's just gonna take us there. Or we could, you know, meet up there. But since we already explored the majority of the area around that area, we might as well just use this to get there. So we can explore the area around after we finish up.
This is the place.
That was a question.
Been here before?
No. I was hoping the elf would return as he'd promised, or else his waif would appear. At any rate, I've no idea what to expect from this place.
Well, let's find out.
Exploration.
Come on!
Gavella Glan.
Ooh, dried fruit. Ooh, puff bombs. Ooh. I heard we're gonna get a bunch of diagrams.
The Wild Hunt.
What? Phantom Riders? That means... I thought they didn't exist.
Feast your eyes on the non-existent then. Got a navigator with them.
What?
Can you teleport us to the other side?
I'd rather teleport us home. Do you really mean to follow them?
Teleport. Hurry up.
Not sure I like any of this.
Yeah, I mean, what could go wrong?
Ready. Follow me.
Damn portals. Wonder where Kira is now.
At least we didn't get teleported.
That stench.
Pretty nice, but- Yeah, I mean, magic's a bit unpredictable. You could very well end up teleporting into a wall. That is a possibility. Yeah, so I get rid of those other things, but you know. Till I reach the Baron's fight, so I can reach the stash. Use your witchy senses to think you. Huh. Yeah, there's those secret areas in here. Well, maybe not secret areas, but side passages. Foglets. Well, that's the range. Like I had his fog form, but did also hit him. And it's like held him. Convenient. God.
Kira?
There's where we start. And also should be a water.
Kira?
White bear hide. Water. Sure. Why not?
Kira?
That's where things might become a bit difficult. Ooh, red fruit to replace that. Put it in. One of those.
Kira?
Magnet. Mushrooms, 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 mushrooms. Wait, this
Kira?
is done? No. Seriously, there's this whole fancy statue and all types of a crappy sword. Because of course it does.
Ah! Geralt!
Oh no.
Geralt, do something! They're crawling out of those
Rats.
holes! Use a sign or anything!
Stay calm. They're only rats.
I hate rats!
And here's where you're going to die because holy shit. Useful.
That's it! Thank you.
Cause rats.
You that afraid of rats? Could have annihilated them with one spell. Fine, won't say anything. So what happened to you?
There's something here. Something that distorts teleportation. I've no idea how they managed to get to the other side problem-free.
Wild Hunt's teleportation magic is different. Got specially trained mages for that. Navigators, they call them.
They can have 3 helmsmen and a parrot for all I care. I'll not risk that again.
Let's go. Wild Hunt got a good head start on us, but we still stand a chance.
Have you gone completely mad? We must leave here at once.
I gotta know what the Wild Hunt's doing here.
But we came to find the elven mage, not fight the hunt.
If they reach him first, we won't get a chance to talk to him. Besides...
Go on, finish. Wait, you've got some special interest in the hunt. Is this about Ciri? There's something you've not told me, isn't there?
Come with me and maybe I will.
Are you always like this? I'm beginning to feel sorry for Triss and Yen. Oh, very well. Let's go. Gavella Glan.
But yeah.
Well.
Oh, so she's...
Well.
That's a herbalist icon on her. Problem is you can't actually talk to her for herbalism yet. So, well. At least I'll let you know where she is, I suppose.
Sevate Larena Lunet.
That's him. That's the elf.
Arvek Tva Glediv.
was that? An illusion?
No. A morphotic projection.
A what?
A what projection?
Something akin to a postbox for mages. Much safer than an ordinary letter, which anyone can intercept en route to its recipient.
Okay.
Message was definitely for Ciri, daughter of the Gull, Laura Doran's heir.
Indeed. It is what the elves would title Ciri. But what was the bit about the sign of her sword? A riddle?
Yeah, not a hard one though. Not if you know Ciri named her sword Cirel, Swallow.
Come now. Who aside from you would know that?
Might have been the point. Your elven mage secured the passage, hid it, so that only Ciri could find it.
He failed to foresee that someone like you would show up.
Nevertheless, I think he was expecting uninvited guests. Made some preparations. Let's hope the Wild Hunt ran into some obstacles.
Well then, let's go. Do you think following the swallows will suffice?
We'll see.
An old elven port.
Must have been how they got here by sea.
I wonder how long ago that was.
Probably a while.
Careful. That oily yellow vapor, it's toxic.
I hardly need instruction from you. I recognized the Vulpine Morel immediately.
Vesemir told me that soon after he'd learned to cast Igni, he tried it out on a patch of these mushrooms.
Terrible idea. What happened?
Well, he survived. And wounds heal awfully quick on young witchers. Come on.
Of course he's a 5. Oh, I thought this was one that went underwater. Apparently not.
How do you like that silver?
By the way, you can tell this is not the right way because Squiddy.
How was the water?
Refreshing. I know what you're missing.
That's like, I have no idea where we have to move since the Second War. And the fact that looking that up there's like nothing, really. It's a bit irritating. I know she's alive according to things in Blood and Wine, but yeah, it's like, okay. Did any of that really matter? What we did, since there was a third war? Most everyone else is dead? Like what? Did she actually agree to Nilfgaard's terms to become a vassal state?
Damn it.
Which doesn't seem like anything to do. But you know. Doesn't seem like a thing me would do. But that's more information of what happened.
That stench.
So I wish I had a mod that actually make more like that grid, so I would have to get used to it. So when we go back, what's gonna be, you know, a thing. Fuck this. Hell, go away. Because honestly, I like Witcher 3 script. It's fun, but it's very simple. Which is why we try to make it hard. The only problem though is it's still very much what you want. I mean, Witcher 3 script. How to say?
How you like that silver?
Thronebreaker. Very much of that script. Like figuring out 1 + 1 = 2, while also figuring out which cards are those 1 + 1 when you have 7. You don't end up with 3 because that's too
Swallow.
much.
Seems we're headed the right way.
I mean, that pretty much sums up how it went Thronebreaker. Of hitting your head on things and hoping it actually worked. Having to look up a bunch of puzzles because logical thinking hurts.
Look, it's rather similar to that other pillar with the projection.
Well, let's go poke it.
Cyril, ni forda sol esser in. Cyril, ni forda sol esser in. Hail Silla Kelpie.
Kelpie? Does he mean that sea monster?
No, that's what Ciri named her mare. Horse could apparently gallop like a demon.
Good name for a horse.
roach.
So, shall we look for it? Gavella Glan.
Well, let's see.
A sea monster. Looks a bit like a Karen.
That's not Kelpie.
Geralt, what the hell is that?
Another security measure. Damn it all.
Yeah, we probably should have touched that, by the way.
Not your luck.
Do you think it's a mind game of some sort? Anything like that ever happened to you before?
Probably.
Well, almost. While back, a certain Doppler took a shot at impersonating me.
So don't
Yes.
touch the wrong ones.
And?
He hated being me. Felt uncomfortable. Dopplers are kind-hearted by nature.
Wait. Huh, almost sounds like that quest that we haven't done yet. Anyway.
Drawing of a horse. Clue for Ciri. Must be.
Ooh, some boots. Some crappy boots.
Kelpie. Another horse. Almost exactly like the last one. Let's see what this does.
Geralt, I don't know what you did, but it worked. Come back here. Look, they're opening.
Yeah, we did.
Let's go. Well, now I know what distorted my effort at teleportation. This very portal.
And I know why I landed in that drowner nest.
You should be pleased you...
I think that's a... swallow.
It worked. Come.
Sure it's safe.
Of course. The Elven Mage prepared this passage for Ciri. Come on now.
Yeah, prepared for Ciri. What about us?
Gavella Glan. It's grown awfully quiet.
Is that bad?
A bit like the calm before a storm.
By the way,
I
hi.
have a bad feeling about this.
TAL not recognized. Intruders. Destroy the intruders.
Just wonder. Great.
Glan. And that would be that. I knew we'd manage.
That's so? Make sure and tell me beforehand next time.
I think at one point I did use that slopes across bow. Yeah.
My intuition's a fine instrument, Witcher. Don't underestimate it. I've some very good feelings about you, for instance. In several domains.
Oh my.
Once you finally find Ciri, what will you do? Any plans?
Depends what she wants.
Imagined it? How it will transpire? What will she say? What will she look like?
No.
I'm sorry for getting ahead of myself. At times I forget. We hardly know each other. Certainly not enough to discuss personal matters.
Not to worry. We'll get there.
Ah. But here's the thing. I lost my train of thought, didn't I? Shit. Oh yeah, something about floating boats. Like, I used to use the floating boats. The problem, though, is they're not really worth using. Like, trying to hit something that's flying in the air is pretty meh. Like, you've seen how we try to shoot those griffins and basilisks and such. Like, they have to be actually flying towards you to usually hit them. Otherwise, it's usually just a bunch of missing unless you use the actual hold and fire. But yeah, you don't really need to do that because all you have to do is just shoot down and then stab them. Same with most flying enemies. You can't really use this. I don't think you can really use this floating boats underwater or such, so it doesn't really make sense. Like, there's no reason to really use them. Oh yeah, you could put points to using it for actually attacking. But no, there's no reason to do that.
Uh-oh.
So
what? Got that feeling again?
Oh, by the way, this chest is always the same. I was losing that, by the way. Gargars are actually more so than this game, and really that's
Look, they're opening. Let's go.
It's like only it's just a Gargar. It's like only worth 2 points. Yeah, Gargar can easily kill you with Stone Breath attack. A Gargar should be at least a 5, maybe a 6 on the grand scale. Girls
Teleport over there.
We must activate it quickly. I've a feeling another golem's about to surprise us.
Another swallow.
Look, it worked. Come on.
I think we're at this point.
Look, we've managed to cross the bridge. This is where we saw the wild hunt.
Great. Means they're way ahead of us. Come on.
Gavella Glan.
Wild hunt. Definitely.
They destroyed the Major's sentries. They didn't come here for a friendly chat with the elf.
Meaning you ever thought they might have?
Ooh, crappy boots. That's it? That's all you have? Well, he says a master of silver sword. If you didn't have better silver swords by now.
Froze them before they could attack.
Oh yeah. That's sort of what they do. I can't remember if it's the fight first or the porters first.
Shut up!
It's probably the porters first.
Aside Isa. Jabba doin nilin yama. Ren! Shentavir!
What is this?
The White Frost. Mage from the Hunt summoned it.
Yeah,
Can you seal those cracks it's blowing through?
They're too far.
The frost that destroys
We must get
entire
closer.
world.
I shall shield us with Demetia Crest's surge. Stand at my side.
Just summons the whole unit.
Darian Annoy!
The whole natural
Ready. Stay
cosmic
close.
event that destroys the entire world by freezing them. Just summons that. Like, okay. That's like opening like a black hole on a planet.
Hey, Nicola!
Stupid. Why would you do that?
We must close them!
Want me to go?
I'll do it, just cover me!
Now we gotta play the weekend.
What now?
Angal Scamina! I'm beginning to think we might make it. Hey, Nicola! Angal Scamina!
Just one more.
Honestly, if they know you can't stay with I would check it.
Hey, Nicola!
Come on.
Yeah, we died. Because the screen broke again. And we're back, and we're ways behind now. Just unfortunate.
Froze them before they could attack.
But yeah. I think it's not even the mod that's causing me issues. I think it's my graphic card dying.
Shut
I
up!
can't play this game anymore. It is only
Aside,
bad as
Lisa.
Assassin's Creed, but
Jabba
still.
doin nilin. Ren! Shenta!
Like, okay.
What?
Nope.
That tooth, stand at my side. Darian and Oi! Ready. Stay close. Hey, Nicola! We must close them!
Want me to go?
I'll do it, just cover me!
Show me what.
Yeah, just broke again. Okay. Attempt number 3.
Darian and Oi!
That changed.
Ready. Stay close.
They're really interested in this guy. Unlock my GPU. CPU. Seems like a horrible idea. Or I should uninstall my graphics driver and start over.
Hey, Nicola!
Problem is, most of my
We must close them!
Want me to go?
I'll do it, just cover me!
My graphics driver. Mostly because I can't really update it. It's like literally there's not much for my graphics. Which is unfortunate. Oh, so I pressed oh, wow. That's great. Second. Hate that. Did it? Did it, Greg? Thanks.
Angal stamina!
Just thanks. So well done. It's a section, it's like like there's too much going on with it. And the game just can't. Graphics just can't do anything. It's our breaks. And I don't know what to do about this. I could change the settings and everything and the game's just like, nope. Not gonna work.
It worked.
No.
Darian and Oi!
No, let me save.
Kira!
You're not letting
What's
me
wrong?
save.
It'll pass. That took a great deal of power.
If you can't go on,
You can't leave me here.
I'd never do that. Love to be able to say we could stay here a while and rest.
I know. We must go on.
They blocked the passage. Maybe I can try.
Leave it to me.
Why won't you let me save, you son of a...
Come, we might
hate that. knew what I was doing. I was about dead. Which means I should do this. Pop a potion. Yeah, also that does make sense, by the way. So, there we go to this room. Doesn't tell you that there was particular difficulties. But basically, this difficulty means you can't actually use your... You can't just meditate to heal. However, you can still just pop on those potions, and then meditate to heal. By restoring the potions.
Thanks for your help. Pretty tough slog.
Good thing I came with you.
Spirit,
You'd never have managed without me, would you? Come now, admit it.
Yeah, never.
Pain. Use. I was looking at. Just know I'm in fog, but I'm gonna pop out and attack you. Like, no. Don't have time for you. So yeah, I'm not sure if I fixed it or not. Basically, I didn't record during that session and got there. Shrug.
He awaits us.
Maybe perhaps it's using more recording energy or something than it used to. Or something, I don't know. But I've had actually this issue with Valheim where it locks up on the screen at times. I think it's either this some issue with the GPU or the CPU or something. So I don't know. Just more issues that computers just old and decrepit and I don't know what to do. Add it to the list of issues. Anyway. We have this guy with his big ass axe.
You're stubborn, Tuan.
Geralt, I shall help you.
Step back.
Stop telling me what to do.
I wonder how long you last.
Oh, that was my shit.
You like that silver?
Ass.
Salafatkan!
Geralt, look! He's opening a passage.
Stay calm. Focus.
Yeah.
Not good.
Diable! Salafatkan!
Pop one of those.
Salafatkan!
Geralt! Another rift!
Damn it.
Bella Glan.
Are you well and whole? I feared...
Unnecessarily. Let's look around.
If I have my knickers on straight, this looks like the elves' laboratory. Look, the elves left another message for Siri.
Fellow save. Oh, and take a little tiny nappy poo. Just to replace with potions. Oh yeah, by the way. Got to remember this. Got to remember this. It's important. Well, probably not. Still remember that. Anyway, focus. Focus. Treasure. Ooh, an olive.
Larena Luna.
I know.
Alright, let's watch this message.
Spring ice down dreary hills, past sparkling waters. Ternalia. Just slowly, softly, silently, into a blink. Stage that is blackened, frosted bones forever. For an icebound eye can blink, and distant skies that will watch your descent.
Tyrell, this place is no longer safe. Do not tarry here long. Trust no one. And above all, beware the witches of Crookback Bog. Try to reach the place where last we were together.
Where last we were together, not much to go on. Damn it.
Perhaps it's best he didn't leave a clearer message. The Wild Hunt broke in here. Surely they saw the projection.
They searched everything, and if they had more time, they'd probably have torn the place to the ground. But that doesn't change the fact that we haven't learned anything. Not about the elf, not about Ciri.
Well, we know they were well acquainted and traveling together.
Wonder why they split up.
Perhaps because the Wild Hunt was on the elf's trail, and Ciri would be safer if they did.
The witches of Crookback Swamp.
Crookback Bog.
Kira, if you're hiding something...
But I didn't say...
Why didn't you say anything earlier? I told you Ciri had a run-in with a witch.
Well, I had no idea you meant them. If I'd told you something, you would have rushed off to find them. But we needed first to confirm that Ciri was here, didn't we? I shall tell you everything now, of course.
Now? After I safely led you through the cave?
I can't believe you'd think so poorly of me. Perhaps you do bear a grudge against sorceresses.
Mm-hmm. Can't imagine where that comes from. You know these witches?
I've never met them, but I've read of them. In an old manuscript I found in one of the huts in the village. It mentions the village witches venturing into Crookback Bog at times to liaise between the villagers and the crones, the ladies of the wood. The crones appear to be intolerant of outsiders, but they help the local folk. Apparently, they stopped the spread of the plague in Bellum.
What's your take on this?
I'd love to shrug it off as the nattering of so many old women, yet throughout my first fortnight in Velen, I had horrible nightmares. Something was calling me out into the swamps. One night, I decided to enter the dream consciously, render it lucid. I confronted the thing directly. It broke contact at once. Peaceful nights ever since.
How do I find them?
The swamps are vast, dangerous, but they say the crones mark the way for peasants who wish to visit them. The manuscript mentions a chapel in Crookback Bog, and from that chapel one must follow a trail of treats.
Treats?
Of course. They didn't read you bedtime stories at Kaer Morhen. All normal folk know that witches live in gingerbread houses poised atop chicken legs.
I'll have to see that to believe it.
Take the tome and read it. I truly do believe you'll find your Cirilla. All right then. As a start, let's look for a way out of here.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Why do we even come?
What's this?
The potion I gave him. Seems he saw a use for it. Drank it.
Where's the Outer World? stuff. Yeah. That's the way to the wood. So I have to go there. But we should probably get out of here first. First they read. Berserkers.
Must have burned these notes himself. The hunt wouldn't have bothered.
Meaning he knew they were looking for him.
Put that on the fire. Why would he need notes if he was, you know, creating more shit? Whatever.
Mysterious mage herbalist.
Oh, by the way, boo.
Strange. My medallion's trembling, but there's nothing here. What's with this wall?
It's an illusion.
It's an illusion. I sensed it as well. I expected we might run into such things, so I brought this.
Meaning what?
The Eye of Nahalani. It dispels illusions. It's easy enough to build, so you're welcome to this one.
It's a MacGuffin.
It's bound to come in handy. And each time it does, you will think of me.
Huh. Thanks.
It's actually useful. So anyway, we know where to go. However...
Something here. Where's that artifact Kira gave me?
Well, this episode's been pain. Yeah, it was worth trying. That's how we did this. We had some lag issues with like Novigrad and stuff because, well, Novigrad is big, full of people and stuff going on, which makes sense. We didn't really have issues with, you know, just going from point A to point B.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Great.
No, screw it, I'll take it. I could toss in my storage. Just sit with all the other stuff. More heroic swords that I have no use for. Well, this whole section's supposed to be one value, isn't it? Especially all this restarting with the frickin' frost portals. Anyway, hi, what's up?
There's something here. Need to use the eye.
Yeah, no shit. But now we have to make up.
Let's see where the passage leads.
Go into a few areas.
Do you feel that? A flow of fresh air from the left. Must be an exit that way.
Good. Let's get out of here.
But...
Wait, there's still the magic lamp.
It's like, wait, what?
The magic what now?
Lamp. The elf promised it to me in exchange for my help. And since his return here seems doubtful, I must retrieve it myself. If I can find it, that is. Will you help?
Yeah, I'll help.
I mean, there's no reason not
Splendid.
to.
Come then.
Besides, we haven't fully explored this place yet.
Gavella Glan. Looks like another damned riddle to me.
Okay.
Inscription here.
So
Show me.
read.
Can you translate the inscription? I can decipher maybe a third, but that third doesn't make much sense.
Give me a minute. I was never any good at the high variant of the Elder Speech. Alright. This might seem a bit literal. I'm afraid I can't replicate its sophisticated internal rhymes.
Just translate it to make sense.
4 guardians, 4 flames, standing proud in a line. The first to light his fire dared not march on the end. The second, by the first, played a woeful lament. The third kept close to his faithful beast. The fourth marched not beside the first, yet like the second played a tune. And thus they stood o'er their queen, who slept beneath flickering stars.
Sounds like a riddle, all right.
Well,
all right, let's see if we can solve this.
okay. So let's see if I can figure this one out.
Let's try it. Just gotta figure out the
Lit
order.
up like a charm. Wait. Something just happened.
Behind that wall, a movement.
Boop.
Worked.
There we go. Yeah. Because basically, the first matches the second, and the third one brings in the whole dog thing. Or more like a cat.
Looks like some elven sanctuary.
Whose grave is it? What do you think?
Swallow.
No inscription, sadly.
Sign of the gull. If I didn't already
That was
know
a
where
swallow.
she was buried, I'd guess this is Laura Doran's sepulcher.
Perhaps it's a monument to her.
Can't see the elves commemorating her this way. Heroine of a tragic legend to some, but most see her as a traitor to her race, who got her just deserts for marrying Cregennan of Laud.
Perhaps the elven mage is Lara's kin. It would explain why he's helping Ciri.
Possible.
About that. More
This
like
what you're
he's
looking for?
obsessed with Flora.
Uh-huh.
Gone.
So what's it supposed to do?
I hope I'll be able to activate it. Let's leave this place, shall we?
Well, now she's got McGuff. Which we'll have soon, too. Because, yay. I was just Sage's notes. So I should read the Sage's notes. Experiments with the magic lab and confirms that by using episodes. That's how I admit is extremely inert spiritual interest by that. So basically, it almost seems like this should be her grave. Yet it's not. Or maybe it is. Or maybe it's not. We're unable to contact the dead seas, and extremely entirely useless for my purposes. But then there's this way.
Medallion's humming. Place of
Another
power.
place.
It's gotta be.
No, it's not.
Damn it.
And then there's an open golem. I know golem. Yeah. Do. Like I see you up there, thingy. I think we're good here. Bye, Kara. Bye, Kara. And now we go this way.
We going? Something here. Where's that artifact Kira gave me?
Dave.
At last. But it was worth it, right? You learned something about Ciri in the end. Something important. Do you intend to venture into Crookback Bog? You must tell me about it afterwards.
Don't know that I'll get the chance.
Geralt, there are two types of men. Those who see opportunity and take advantage, and those who forge the opportunities themselves. I've always seen you as an example of the latter. Besides, I've a favour to ask you. So, visit me sometime?
I'll stop by. You can be sure.
In that case, I shall be waiting.
See ya, Kira.
And she can't just give you the quest. Well, she's, you know, hell. That'd be too easy, wouldn't it? Because, you know. Right over there, by the way. Didn't you go down there, though? And uphill, and down there, and everywhere. Either way. Right.
That stench.
You might go to that right now, first when we stole that lower seal from the temple. No one was watching. Guess you would be very much risk the gods wrath by participating in such a holy place. So we hid it all in the runes said to bring trust by the elven gods. No one goes near the hell. No one even looks at them. So we never have to hide it. There's treasure safer there than the already banked. First from the night in the woods, I know if we had to find a fireflower stash. Got to be rich, rich. Maybe then I'll throw something in the plate. Talk to my graduates. Superstition and stupidity. Yeah, about that though. I knew it. It would help if I use yours. It would really help. Okay, well that's one. Actually, I don't have that one quest. One to fit statues. And because I don't have that quest, I can't fit the statues. Whoops. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, screw it, we'll just go back up there. Like I planned to. And I could go up to Kira again if I really want to. Add all I wanted to do is go back to Witcher 3. Because, you know, it's still one of my favorite games. Now it's like, oh well, we're not gonna work properly. It's like, but you used to work properly. Why aren't you working properly this time? Is that great because I added those mods? I mean, that could be a possibility, but this seems more like an issue that the panel existed before such. Also foggy. No, no one.
The old god demanded 6 sucklings. You didn't bring but a single scurvy runt. No wonder he cursed us. We're doomed.
You's the one brought soured wine. Curse is your fault as much as mine.
What are you doing here?
What? The sun flying from the moon? We're making offerings to the old god, clearly.
You too can seek his aid. That's if you've got fitting offerings. He scorned ours, then cursed the old village.
The All-God, you call him. First I've heard. Is some new deity?
Nay, 'tis ancient, revered by our forefathers. They say it were like this. Roslav of Oriton came here to gather brushwood. And suddenly, for no reason, a bush burst into flame. Then, Roslav heard a voice from the ground, demanding offerings and obedience.
We've been coming here since then, bearing gifts, in exchange for which the All-God watches over us, keeps us from evil.
Mm-hmm. Plain to see that. So, what's wrong with your offerings?
You needn't mock us, you can see right well we brought scraps. Before the war, I wouldn't give this such to me hounds. But what can we do? Such are the times.
And they're like to get worse. All-God said if he don't get a rafter of bacon and a barrel of beer at least, the rivers will fill up with frogs and lotusts or some such will devour the harvest.
Lotust. Wow, I could go.
I could intercede on your behalf with this All-God of yours. Got a feeling we'd come to an understanding.
Well, I suppose it can't hurt to try. To speak with him, you've to stand before the altar and cry out, "All God, help a poor wretch in need." Who knows, he might just listen to a foreigner.
Oh, All-God, help a poor wretch in need. Pretty please.
How dare you disturb my divine rest, mortal?
I dare disturb it because I want your divine self to lift the, curse you cast. Those peasants really don't have.
They must bring worthy offerings or they shall face drought, driving hail, earthquakes, avalanches. I have spoken.
Avalanches? Here? How would that work? No answer from the All-God. Fine. We can finish our conversation when I find him. Voice came from underground.
So, this is why
Something here. Where's that artifact Kira gave me?
Where'd he go? And then down here we found the All-God.
What? Who dares disturb my divine being?
Geralt of Rivia. Pleasure.
What's up?
Expected the All-God to be corporeal in form, but never thought he'd be corpulent. Fattened up nicely at those peasants' expense.
Expense? Expense? Not a word about the help I give in return. Blessings, absolutions, enlightened advice. Believe me, these folks need all of it. I'd watch over them still if they fulfilled their end. But lately they offer these pathetic scraps.
That they steal from the mouths of their children, and to make matters worse, you cast a curse on them.
And I'll not lift it till they bring me worthy offerings. I'm to settle for curds and whey? Not a chance. And you can tell them that.
Been in this hole long?
For a century or so. One winter I found shelter here. Built a fire so large the flames leapt through the crack, lit the bushes above. I coughed from the smoke, and suddenly heard a peasant. A voice out of nowhere, he called. A miracle. Thus, I became a god.
Parasite, more like.
Maybe so. But what of Freya and the little then, hmm? Demanding prayers and offerings, giving naught in return? I talk at least.
At least you have a point. But here's the thing.
Listen here, lord-ass. You're gonna be satisfied with what you get, or I'll feed you to the ravens.
Ploughing reformers. No, fine, fine. I'll sup more modestly. But just till the end of the war, not one day longer.
Well, there you go.
Maybe you'd care to go up top, see if you're still there.
Wait, what? Okay. I'm confused. Am I up there? Well, downhill?
Maybe you'd care to go up top, see if you're still there.
I can read about that a bit, don't we?
Anything new?
Talk to your old god, face to face.
And? Will he show us mercy?
He will. Promise to be pleased with whatever you bring.
I told you the All God's merciful understanding. Thanks, Witcher.
Oh, one last thing. Did you know there's a crypt beneath this hill? Might want to take a look sometime. Architecture's fascinating.
Huzzah! And then we're actually gonna go down there.
Top of the day.
Oh, top of the day to you too. Oh. Did that one guy finally reach her back though? Can I finally get a haircut? Let's see. There's still that one question I need to look into. But anyway,
Trail's fresh.
fuck.
A night wraith.
But it's the middle of the day. Questioning that. Do. Throw that one over there. Do. No, you're a fog.
That stench.
You are a fog. You are not a night wraith. You are a fog. Basically, hey. We went into this issue again. Well, hey, this trail leads right here. And then there was literally nothing. And let's overtake it. There's one world that's in the for 93.
Ugly bastard.
Like, wait, what?
Show me what you got.
That's right. I don't really work for loot. But Yes, I don't in the very soon too. But hey, the barber's finally here. Yay.
Me saviour, greetings to you. So, in for a shear?
Yes, yes I am. My hair, I actually like default goat's hair. But the beard though. I like that one. Gotta have that mutton stash.
So long.
Huzzah. Oh.
What
hi.
do you want? Ah! Freak.
Well, I can set your house on fire if you want. Yeah, no, I'm gonna do something worse.
Maybe I should send me man to the creek. Might catch something.
Oh, she's a brown robin. Move. Man, take that. Yeah, just turned your oven off. Anyway. This we're going this way because, yeah. We made progress. Finally. After struggling with frickin' frost portals that were lagging me out or freezing the screen. So that's time. More Witcher 3. Hope y'all enjoyed. Thank y'all and have a nice day.